The view from center court at Cheektowaga. Our final regular season broadcast of the 2025 season brings us a fascinating non-league matchup featuring one of the best schools from the South taking on large school Buff State Annual. The Panama Panthers have been heavy favorites to win the local Class D and represent us at the state level all season. And they have not disappointed, piling up 17 victories and arriving to the regular season finale ranked number 2 by New York State Basketball and number 1 in the state by the Sports Writers Association. The only losses this year came at the hands of the teams who at the time were the top-ranked teams in the state, Randolph and Westfield. Panama did go on to avenge the loss to Westfield and earned a share of the CCAA1 West title in the process. Cheektowaga, or Central as they affectionately call it locally, comes in with a new mascot name in the Chargers and a veteran group of stellar seniors in the starting lineup who are led by an elite freshman, J.J. Shanklin. The Chargers are also champions of their league, an ECIC 3, and come into tonight with a 14-4 mark. They boast victories this season over the likes of Starpoint, NT, and Pioneer. Panama could be in for one of their stiffest tests of the season thus far, jumping all the way up to Class A1 from Class D and traveling quite a distance for this game. Cheektowaga has faced consistently tougher competition throughout the season and should have the advantage athletically. I can't wait to see how this unfolds and watch the battle develop between the two standouts in this one, J.J. Shanklin from Cheektowaga and Carter Brink from Panama. Folks, I'm center court. It is my pleasure, as always, to be joined by the 2017 Coach of the Year, the colorful Ryan Mountain, as this one tips off live.
Good evening, everyone. We got ourselves an awesome game. It's like Antarctica outside, but it's nice and toasty on the inside for this great non-league matchup.
And right off the bat, it is Cheektowaga getting going. That is Dwayne Sykes with the basket.
All right, we're going to see full court pressure from the Chargers throughout this basketball game. I was able to speak with DeMario Rhodes, head coach for the Chargers, the Cheektowaga Central Chargers. I'm an old Cheektowaga kid, went to Maryvale. But the keys for success for Coach Rhodes, number 1, they want to play fast. Number 2, they want to share the basketball. Number 3, they want to press full court, and they want to trap, try and create turnovers and create chaos. So let's see if Panama can answer.
Bryce Hinsdale with the shot rattling in and out. Rebounded by Shanklin. Quickly ahead to Dwayne Sykes, and Sykes has 4 points early on in the game. Cheektowaga a 4-0 lead.
Okay, good press break here from the Panama Panthers, but they're going to have to get back on defense much quicker than that because Cheektowaga wants to play fast. But also Panama wants to play fast as well, as we see a good 2-footed stop on the inside, but nobody cut. And the Panthers are going to have great ball movement and player movement, but okay, this is a concern for Panama. Long bus ride, no school today.
Ball jumps off the leg of Carter Brink, sails out of bounds. There's an early 30-second timeout called by Ed Nelson, probably a good one. Get the team settled down after a bit of a rusty start, and the point you just made about the long bus ride. And when we walked in here, let's face it, the kids are on break. This gym was mostly empty. There was no energy at all in the gym. They didn't put on any music until Cheektowaga came out for warm-ups around the 10-minute mark. So,
and you can see by the body language of Coach Ed Nelson in the huddle. What he's telling his team right now is, you boys better wake up or this could get out of hand really early. Coach Ed Nelson, you know, obviously played at Panama. Excellent quarterback, excellent coach. Been there, done that for quite a long time. His keys for success, number 1, Panama wants to push the pace. They want to run. He understands that the Chargers, that's their game, but that's Panama's game too, so they're not going to change what they do. Number 2, they need to take care of the ball and be poised versus that full court pressure, and they need to trust each other as we come out man for man. And then number 4, they need to rebound.
From the corner, that's Cameron Brown. 3-point attempt, draws rim. Rebound quickly ahead. That's Jordan Meskel with a rebound. Now Meskel with a 3-point attempt from the corner, assisted Bryce Hinsdale, and Panama is on the board.
Yeah, great answer from the Panthers coming out of the timeout. 4-3. Now we're all knotted up. We're 1-point game. Great timeout by Coach Nelson, a way to answer for the Panthers.
And there's number 13 for Cheektowaga. That is Abdi Sadiq with the bucket inside off the assist. 2 points.
Illegal screen. Okay, that's a tough illegal screen there. Number 0 is one of their top players. He's the toughness player, great football player. Get you his name in a second. Sorry, the roster went blank on the computer here, but
Number 14?
number 0.
Oh, number 0 is Alex Barmore.
Yes, Barmore. Older brother was a great player. Here we go. Good steal.
Steal by Brink. He's going to take it in for 2. Carter Brink's first bucket. Brink comes into this game averaging 25.2 points a game for Panama. He has had several 30-point outings. If you follow my work through the view from center court, you know.
Excellent job there. More points off turnovers for Panama, but you had a great steal and then an excellent quick pitch ahead. If you're going to be a fast-paced running team, you have to understand early in the season that ball is going to get down court much quicker via the pass opposed to the dribble. So Panama, excellent job looking up the floor and looking to pitch ahead. Now they got to capitalize from the free throw line.
First free throw there missed by Bryce Hinsdale. He's got one coming. Hinsdale just eclipsed the 1,000-point career mark. A storied career in both basketball and in football for that young man. Shot by Sadiq misses. Quickly ahead comes Panama. That is Bryce Hinsdale attacking the basket. He's got his first 2 points of the game, and Panama claims their first lead, 7-6.
And you said the right word there, center court, attack. They are looking to attack quickly. Anytime they get a defensive rebound, and everyone's on the same page. It's a nice fast break attack.
Shanklin gets good space on the floor, gets right to the spot he wants to be, and knocks down the easy short jumper for his first points.
30-second timeout here from Coach Rhodes and the Chargers, and that's a great timeout as well. Now he's recognizing that ball's getting transitioned too easily on the defensive end. They cannot give up those easy baskets. So, but on offense, I think Cheektowaga is doing a phenomenal job. They're getting into the paint. They've had 3 to 4 paint touches already. Okay, it's not a lot of perimeter type of orientated offense. It's an inside-out offense, attacking the gut. They had a great drive in space down the baseline where the player went down the baseline with the intention of feeding a teammate inside the paint for the easy two. So, any fatigue or staleness from the day off of school has worn off, and these teams are ready to play, and both coaches got them ready. Nice press break.
Brink guarded by Dwayne Sykes. Into the corner. Now up top, that's Alex Barmore. Almost picks up the travel call, maintains his footing. Brink misses his shot. Rebound inside Michael Coleman.
In center court, what grade is Brink in?
Carter Brink is a senior as Dwayne Sykes knocks down the triple from the corner.
So there's got to be 2,000-point scorers on this team, on Panama.
I would believe so. I'm not positive on Brink, but I do believe he is. I can tell you that in a moment. Brink, unfortunately, missed most of his sophomore season.
Okay. I was going to say that'd be the only reason, because if he's averaging 25 and you have another player that already scored 1,000.
Three-point attempt from the wing misses by Sykes. Shanklin runs down the rebound. Misses the short jumper. Rebound Tate Cantonese. Quickly ahead, Hinsdale gets it to Barmore. Barmore blows his guy over, no call, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, he might have got away with a little chicken wing there, Barmore. Excellent athlete, and that's a luxury to throw it ahead to a nice athletic center like that.
That three-pointer off the mark.
He's got him again.
Devin Beatty, and straight attacking the basket. That's Alex Barmore, 2 more, 4 for him. 11-11, 3:33 left in the opening frame. Sykes with a quick shot flake, dribbles inside, misses that, rebound Hinsdale. We've got a battle here, 11-11. I like how this game's flowing back and forth. This is a nice experience for Panama, who is eyeing a regional game against Fillmore from Section 5, 2 of the top teams in the state. And I don't mean to look past the local competition, but that's how strongly I think of this Panama team.
Nice job.
Beatty, 2 more for Cheektowaga.
You got to reward your big man for running to the rim. If you reward him, he'll continue to run all night. Yeah, both teams are executing well. Obviously, these are two teams that have aspirations of hanging a banner in their respective gyms. Nice drive.
Floater by Brink. 4 points for Brink.
Yeah, that you always know with a great scorer when he could beat his man, notice the help defense, that's a foul. Beat his man on the perimeter, saw the help defense, and then has the body control to stop, shoot the teardrop over the center who was in great defensive position for the Chargers.
Scoreboard currently displaying home up 15-13. It's actually opposite. It's 13-15 in favor of Panama. Hopefully they get that fixed before we get too far in.
Well, when we were discussing the Center Court game of the week last week, you know, Center Court, I was all over this game. I really wanted it because it's a great non-league game headed into the sectionals. And when I coached, I always tried to schedule a really tough non-league opponent on the last game of the season. And what we did is we treated that game as if it was a sectional game, especially if we had a long bye. So I think this is excellent scheduling by these two coaches because they understand they're going to need a great program to play to get them ready for sectional play.
Both of those free tosses missed. Quickly ahead once again are the Panthers.
That's a heck of a block there by number 10, Jerome Shankton. He's having a nice game so far.
Carter Brink gets to the high post. His shot is short.
Ooh,
rebounded Shanklin. And his pass attempt not secured, and the turnover into the hands of Hinsdale. There's Brink, quickly picked up by Shanklin as he stops him in his tracks and sends him backwards. Horton now pass inside.
Okay, a couple unforced turnovers there by both teams. First of all, the Chargers, the defensive rebounder got it and put it right to the floor. Always look ahead first, much like Panama's doing, because there was two Chargers that were way out in the open that could have laid it in. It was a late pass. But then also, Panama got to have the hands ready for down and around that basket because that ball could come at any time. Nice offense here.
3-point attempt, Shanklin missing. Rebound, Hinsdale. Here comes Michael Horton. Gets a step on his man. Pump fake, but he dragged his foot. Traveling call by referee Steve Allen. Back to Cheektowaga. 1:28 left in the opening quarter. Center Court game of the week brought to you by Empire Electric. You are watching on Western New York Athletics. Center Court and Ryan Mountain on the call here.
Yeah, Horton came in and says, I'm going to come in and change this game as soon as I touch it. It's going up. Unfortunately,
Shanklin,
turnover.
So efficient.
Yeah, Shanklin efficient is great, but also he's got a really nice pull-up game in and around that paint. He's played a lot of basketball.
He gives such an understated performance until you sit there and take it all in for a few minutes and realize he's impacting every level of this game.
Yep, if you notice there, great point there, Center Court, but a great ball fake there from number 5 against pressure. You know, you want to fake a pass to make a pass. So he got all 4 hands up. Nice little interior pass in the small spacing.
Horton with the assist back on the other side there to Andrew Speisman for his first bucket of the game.
We got 14 coming in for Panama. Tate Katniss. And I know Coach Rhodes was coming in thinking he really wanted to apply some pressure. I could tell by the players from Cheektowaga is there. Oh, that's a nice play right there. That's exactly how you want to create a turnover. Coming from the side of the basketball, knocking the ball into the opponent's leg. Somehow that came back and hit the Cheektowaga player. But I could tell these Cheektowaga players, they're already respecting Panama's ability to cut, to dribble. And they understand that he's out of bounds. They understand that the Panthers are not intimidated. Nice job on the defense right down our sideline here, forcing the real estate to shrink. We got 24 seconds. Coach Rhodes says last shot. Shot clock's off.
20 seconds left in the opening quarter. Shanklin guarded up top by Michael Horton. Rhodes requesting the clear out, keeping space clear. Now here comes the high screen from Michael Coleman. Shanklin gets down low, gets himself into the paint, His shot off, rebound attempt by Michael Coleman misses. That's how we end the first quarter, 17-15. Chargers on top on the scoreboard. You're watching the Center Court Game of the Week, brought to you by Empire Electric.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
Education has power. Binghamton University students discover it, apply it, unleash it. Unleash your education today.
Welcome back inside Cheektowaga Central Center Court Game of the Week. I got Panama legend Alex Barmore and bounding right in front of me.
Officials tonight, we've got longtime veteran Steve Allen and Jamal Carter, as we see an excellent play from the Panthers coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, speaking of Carters, that's Carter Brink with the reverse baseline drive. Traveling call on Cheektowaga. Ball bounces back over to Panama.
Got to give a shout out to the staff here, grounds crew. What a phenomenal job plowing the parking lot. I've seen some horrible plow jobs the last 48 hours, but not here. Excellent carve job.
I want to give a shout out to the concession stand workers. Enjoy your day off, concession stand workers. They are not here. Corner triple, that's Bryce Hinsdale, and Panama takes a 20-17 lead.
Beautiful jump shot from the corner there from Hinsdale. Excellent pass as well. Nice job.
Brandon Dennis drive in. It looks like the bucket there from Devin Beatty.
Here's why the Chargers have a golden opportunity to hang a sectional banner. Their offense is from the inside out. And if you want to win in the sectionals, you cannot do it all out on the perimeter, especially down at Buff State.
Brandon Dennis from the corner. His shot misses. Rebound, Alex Barmore. Panthers quickly get it ahead to Hinsdale. He fakes the pass to the corner and gets fouled on his shot attempt. That's going to put Hinsdale at the line for 2 shots.
I tell you, this Class D school and this group of players are not afraid to come up here and play a AA2 school.
They look like a bunch of athletes out there, don't they?
Well,
I mean, they've got good size across the board.
Well, there was plenty of players that played on the state champion football team as well.
The majority of them did, I believe.
So you don't go into the Carrier Dome and win a section or a state championship and with fear of any kind. But that it just doesn't happen. You still got to work on your skill year-round. So the work, you see it. There's weight training involved. They probably play together all year long. And Coach Ed Nelson's done a phenomenal job. And if they do end up facing number 1 ranked Fillmore, they'll give Fillmore everything they can handle.
Michael Coleman's shot misses. Ball in the hands of Tate Cantonese coming up. He was a quarterback on that state championship football team. Here's Barmore.
Cut.
Sends it out to the corner. Brink, 3-point attempt, a little too strong. Rebound, Michael Coleman.
Coleman, nice job blocking out. You know, if he gets a block out, it's going to be very difficult to get a rebound around Coleman. He's an excellent rebounder.
Rebound there, Hinsdale. So we can answer that earlier mystery about Carter Brink and his career points. He's approaching 1,300.
Okay.
He's sitting at 1,299 if the stats are right, and I'm adding the 6 points from tonight. So there we go. It wasn't even a debate. Brink's in the 1,000-point club. That's a pair of 1,000-point scorers on this team for Panama. Nice pass inside the goggles from Brandon Dennis finds Michael Coleman. 2 points for Cheektowaga and a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with you in about 60 seconds. Center Court Game of the Week on Empire Electric.
Just results.
Your life can change in an instant after an injury. You need a trusted partner at your side. Hi, I'm Dan Chacha. At Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys, we're here to help you navigate the challenges you'll face. Our dedicated team fights tirelessly for your rights, ensuring you get the compensation you deserve. Don't worry, Chacha's got you. Call Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys today for a free consultation. Your injury is our priority.
Call 648-3030. Just results.
Explore your next idea. Blaze new trails. Imagine new ways to do things. What will you do next?
Center Court game of the week, Cheektowaga trailing, visiting Panama 22-21. I'm joined alongside Ryan Mountain. Coach Mountain, give me some thoughts.
Well, first of all, Coleman, excellent job carving out space and getting defensive rebounds. He's got 47 boards on the season, but also offensively, great post up, and hats off to his teammate for recognizing that. But we've talked about the scores from Panama. How about the scores from Cheektowaga? I'm seeing excellent balance here from the Chargers. Devin Bailey, 144, 8 points a game. Coleman, 7 points a game. Brandon Dennis, 7 points a game. Dwayne Sykes, 11.6 a game. Jerome Shankton, leading scorer, 15.6 a game. And we've got another one, Cameron Brown, 9 points a game. So you've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got 6 players with over 100 points on the season and one with 200. So you're seeing excellent balance. Coach Rhodes, hats off to you. You're doing it the right way here. And if you're nice play here, another play, but
Three-pointer missed by Shanklin. Back at the other end, we saw Bryce Hinsdale finish off a strong drive on the left side and get the bucket. Missed the three-point attempt. He's got 7 points in the quarter, and that is Carter Brink. He's got 8 in the game, 4 in each quarter, and Panama has its largest lead now at Cheektowaga, 26-21.
Yep. And I tell you, Panama wants to attack. As soon as they touch that ball, they are attacking.
Dwayne Sykes gets in. The floater misses. Rebound by Cruz Lucas. His shot sent packing. Banging the other end. The assist comes from Michael Horton to the trailing Carter Brink as, oh, I thought it was a snot rag. It looks like a piece of tape that Jamal Carter has fished off the floor.
Well, I tell you what's interesting. It appears Panama's leaking a player out. So they don't have all 5 players on the defensive boards. And that means Coach is trusting the other 4. And, of course, he's got Barmore in there defending or cleaning up the rebound. So
Shanklin, right-hander driving the left side, makes it look so easy. If it was that easy, everyone would be doing it. There's a reason Jerome Shanklin, JJ, is special. One of the best freshmen in the area by far. 15.6 points a game this season, 6.2 rebounds, almost 5 assists a game, and 3.6 steals. That is staffing the stat box, and he is a stat stuffer.
yeah, and right now Coach Rhodes has him face guarding number 1 Bryce Hinsdale from Panama, which means he has no help responsibility. So that's a no touch. So not only is Shanklin taking care of business on this end of the court, but on the defensive end, Coach Rhodes says, we need you on defense. You're going to guard the hot hand for Panama, and don't let him touch the ball.
Nice skip pass across court from Sykes to Brandon Dennis, but his three-pointer draws iron and ends up tapping the top of the backboard.
Yeah, and hats off to Panama for coming out and contesting that shot without fouling, forcing the shot short.
Panthers beat the press. Hinsdale sends it ahead to Horton. Now the three-point attempt from Brink misses. Rebound, Devin Beatty. Shanklin up top. Drives in, sends it back out. Brandon Dennis from long range. Can't find the mark. Rebound, Michael Horton. Again, quickly ahead Panama. Boy, they love to attack, and they do a good job of it. That's Carter Brink. He's got 10 points.
And again,
7-point lead.
Panama took off. They're leaking somebody out, meaning when the shot goes up, they're leaking one out on a fast break situation.
They're leaking, looking, spacing.
Yes.
Everything about it looks beautiful in transition right now.
Especially, this is an 84 old ECIC court, 84 feet. I used to love playing in this gym in high school. Of course,
I used to love covering Dom Welch games. About 8 years ago, 9 years ago, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and 12 years ago, respectively.
Yeah, but definitely was 10 years ago. No, actually, it was 8 years ago he graduated because he broke the record.
Yeah.
The night we played down
2017, he broke the record. He had a nice 5-year career. It might have been 6, but I mean, I can remember 5 of them pretty well.
Yeah, he was a special talent, and one of those, as a freshman, you knew that he was going to be playing.
But I remember at Buff State, as Dennis knocks down the free throw, or excuse me, Sykes.
All right, we're seeing one on the ball, which means there's a potential trapping situation anytime you see a player defending the baseline out of bounds. Nice job by Coach Rhodes.
And the turnover there by Panama. Ball was stolen by Luis Rodriguez.
That's okay. Now that, in my opinion, was a travel. He took the 2 steps and then came down 1-2. Rule is you got to come down on 2 feet, but
instead Shanklin attacks traffic. He gets the call, and he's going to shoot a couple free ones.
those calls are tough because you have so much obstruction in there from a lead official.
Well, Shanklin shoots this free throw. I want to ask you, do you remember the dunk that Dominic Welch had at Buff State when he was young? Might have been either his 8th grade or freshman season. He grabbed a rebound, went end to end, and just wrecked the rim, and that was when he really made that first mark for himself when everyone said, who is this young kid?
That was the game I was just literally referring to, and it wasn't just that. There were so many other things that he did. Just naturally, the footwork was just phenomenal. But going back to natural, Shanklin's foul shot is beautiful. He holds the follow through. He's got great wrist flexion. Hand is under the ball. The shooting fork down inside the basket. And if you notice, his fingers from his guide hand are pointed right up towards the ceiling, which takes away any drag. He has got a really nice shot. Someone's worked with him, and he's been a great student. So of the game of how to shoot the basketball properly. And that's why he's averaging what he's averaging, almost 16 points a game on a well-balanced team in a very tough league.
As a freshman.
Yes, as a freshman.
Yeah, and a very balanced team that is co-champs of their league in ECIC, or that are champs of their league in ECIC 3, taking on the co-champs from CCAA 2 West. Both of these teams can really score the ball. They are 2 of the 5 teams in Western New York that are averaging over 70 points, as I like to point out to people. Panama comes in 70.5 points a game. Cheektowaga comes in 70.1. They're both allowing a similar margin as well. Panama allowing about 51 and Cheektowaga about 56. So that explains why the pace has been most enjoyable here early on.
You don't average that many points if you're not running and if you're not forcing turnovers. So
and if you're not balanced, and both of these teams are all of those things.
Absolutely. Great drive and one. Beautiful.
Tough
That's a great
finish.
Great job. Baseline finish there.
That was very decisive move by him. He knew he was going to absorb some contact.
Absolutely.
And finish through it.
And you don't score 1,300 points by not or by shying away from that contact. You want to embrace that contact.
3-point attempt is not converted by Brink, but a tough baseline drive just as well. As Luis Rodriguez now with the ball up top, gets it to Shanklin. Shanklin drives in, pulls up, misses that shot. Rebound, Meskel.
And that's what the Chargers are going to have to do to win this game. Activity. You just saw activity on the offensive boards. They got an extra shot attempt. Now they're getting a 3rd shot attempt on this possession.
Spin move. Kick out. Drive in. That's Lucas, excuse me.
There you go. Activity. Getting on the floor. Nice.
Lucas, shot misses. Rebound. Tate Cantonese.
Yeah, Andrew Spiesman, good defense there without fouling as we see a good 3-point attempt. Wide open. Good shot. Time on. Okay, nice job. Traveled.
Sykes resets, brings it up top. Shanklin drives in. He's going to get a nice, he doesn't get the finish to go. Nice defense from Panama. Quickly ahead again. Carter Brink with the bucket and one.
Well, Panama, incredible fast break. It's usually the replay here. We got excellent pitch ahead. Boom.
Right into the photographers on the baseline. The other guy on the other end there sees. He stays in a nice squat position. You can't get him. I've never seen anyone take that photographer out. Shoots for center court. He's good.
Yeah, I've seen his work.
Once again, Brink unable to convert that three-point attempt.
All right, the lead is ballooned to 9 points for the Panthers.
Luis Rodriguez, his pass tipped out, but Shanklin waiting for it. Shanklin trying to get a step, sends it over. Rebound inside Shanklin. He rebounded the missed shot from Cameron Brown, gets two more.
Yeah, but again, activity from the Chargers. Getting the ball, hand on the ball for deflection. They're going to have to clean this up, though, on the defensive transition has to be cleaned up.
Another rebound for Tate Cantonese. Averages 8.5 on the season per game.
About 40 seconds left.
Three-point attempt, Jordan Mescal, in and out. Last touch by Cheektowaga.
All right, 34.9 on the clock.
Excuse me, last touch by Panama, Cheektowaga ball.
Yeah, good call there by Jamal Carter. Okay, Coach Rhodes wants to hold for the last shot. They're going to take this shot with about 6 to 7 seconds left to give themselves an opportunity for an offensive rebound and putback. But I don't know, against this Panama team, he might,
Shanklin loses the handle. Nice recovery, defense, and transition from Luis Rodriguez to break up the easy attempt. Hinsdale's three-pointer misses. Rebound.
He redeemed himself.
But there's a turnover. Forced by Shanklin. Comes down, and he does redeem himself with that. They don't lose anything. They get the 2 points out of the possession. Three-point attempt missed at the buzzer. That's how we head into halftime. A 34-29 lead for visiting Panama. We got a good one going. Hope you're watching at home. Number one in the state, Panama Panthers are taking on large school from Cheektowaga. Panama, number 3 ranked small school in Western New York. You are watching on Western New York Athletics. This is the Empire Electric Game of the Week.
Need an electrician? Empire Electric is your residential wiring specialist. New builds, service upgrades, lighting, generators, you name it, Empire does it with hundreds of 5-star reviews that speak for themselves. Call Empire Electric today for your free estimate.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Just results.
Your life can change in an instant after an injury. You need a trusted partner at your side. Hi, I'm Dan Chacha. At Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys, we're here to help you navigate the challenges you'll face. Our dedicated team fights tirelessly for your rights, ensuring you get the compensation you deserve. Don't worry, Chacha's got you. Call Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys today for a free consultation. Your injury is our priority.
Call 648-3030. Just results.
Look, Patriot account is not going to close itself. Looks like you're going to be here late again. I need this by morning.
Oh no, not again. My son has a football game tonight.
At WNYathletics.com. You can thank me later.
WNY Athletics, your home for high school sports.
Yes. Western New York Immediate Care. Since 2005, our hometown urgent care walk-in clinics have been committed to providing the highest quality urgent care for the Western New York community. With 4 convenient locations in Amherst, Buffalo, Depew, and Orchard Park. We are open every day, including holidays. Walk-ins welcome or reserve a time. We have on-site labs and x-rays, and you'll always see an in-person provider. Visit WNYimmediatecare.com.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For more information, visit www.paulwolfagency.com.
Seek your next adventure. Take your next memory. Explore your next connection. What will you do next?
Were you injured in a car accident? Or were you injured on the job? Don't wait. Call your patient coordinator, Tom Prince, at 716-771-9690. One of the hardest things to do is to find a physician that accepts no-fault car insurance or workers' compensation insurance. Let your patient coordinator help you find the physicians that can get you on the road to recovery.
We are proud to serve our country, to serve our local communities, to wear the uniform, to be a soldier, to serve abroad when and where duty calls. We are ready to stand with our brothers and sisters to defend, to serve, to fight. We're always ready, we're always there. We are the New York Army National Guard.
Back inside Cheektowaga Central Center Court Game of the Week, brought to you by Empire Electric. You are watching on Western New York Athletics. This is Center Court. I am joined by Ryan Mountain, who likes to say, shut it down. Coach Mountain?
Well, revisiting the keys for success for both coaches. Coach Ed Nelson from the Panama Panthers. Number one, push the pace and run. I think the Panthers certainly have been capitalizing on every single opportunity to push the basketball and get easy baskets. Number two, take care of the basketball and be poised versus pressure. And that is only, but there's been a couple turnovers, but other than that, it's almost as if they're attacking the pressure before it becomes problematic. So he wanted his players to trust versus pressure. I think they're attacking the pressure before it becomes an issue. And then number four, board. I think the defensive rebounding needs to be stronger for Panama if they want to win. And I think that their half-court defense needs to be better, because I think Coach Rhodes' offense is getting any shot that they want. If you notice down the stretch, Panama's defense really did tighten up late in that second quarter, mid to late, but then they started giving offensive rebounds up. So if Panama's going to start to leak, continue to leak players out, then they're at a disadvantage on the defensive boards, which is going to lead to second chance opportunities for the Chargers. So it'll be interesting to see if the Panthers continue with that attack. for Coach DeMario Rhodes and his Cheektowaga Chargers. Number one, they wanted to play fast. And I think that they came out thinking, hey, we're going to be the quicker team, and they found out that they're not. But they can be. But their defensive transition needs to be better. As soon as they recognize that the Panthers have control of the basketball, it's got to be a full sprint. There's got to be pointing and talking and yelling and calling out the ball. You want to stop the ball and everything in front of it. Number two, key for success from Coach Rhodes, he wanted to share. I think their half-court offense has been consistent. They're getting excellent inside finishing. They're getting mid-range shots, a couple of real good three-point shots, albeit Panama did an excellent job getting out there contesting without fouling. And number three, he wants to full court press and he wants to trap. Now, problem is Panama gets it in bounds so quickly and up the court so fast. Like I said, Panama is attacking it before the Chargers even can get into their full court defense. So it'll be interesting to see down the stretch, center court, if the Chargers come out and try to press a little bit more, which is, again, it's hard to do when you have a team like the Panthers that are so efficient at getting that ball. And you want, as soon as that ball starts to come down through that net, someone's grabbing it and getting it inbounds to negate any opportunity to trap. But I did notice Coach Rhodes really rotated a lot in that first half. So, again, you want to score 70 points a game, you got to rotate. You got to play 8 to 10 players so you can play as hard as you can, and both coaches did. But I'm wondering if Coach Rhodes pulls out the full court pressure moving forward.
You know what I love about a non-league game like this one is, besides the opportunity it's given the kids, you know, tune up for the postseason, which we talked about, for Panama, much like Randolph coming up and playing against Hamburg earlier this week on Tuesday night, a game they came up and won by 25 points. And I don't know if everyone realizes, Randolph's win in Hamburg, that was the worst loss of the season for Hamburg. And Hamburg has played Amherst twice, Williamsville South twice, just to name a few, right? They play in that very competitive league. They've played plenty. Randolph came in and beat them by 25 points. It gives, besides the Center Court Classic, having that game of two small schools playing each other, it's that opportunity to show, hey, these guys down there, they might be small schools. There's a reason we talk about them all year. You know, trust me on this. So today, Panama comes up to take on Cheektowaga, another well-regarded team in this area. They're a Class D school, but boy, have they certainly looked like they belong. And we've got 2 quarters to play in this game. It could get completely flipped on its head, but I think Panama has already shown through 16 minutes of play that they can absolutely hang with a team like this, and they've got that competitive moxie, and the basketball is basketball.
Well, it's like the great Coach Norman Dale said. That basket is 10 feet high, and the free throw line is 15 feet, and of course now the three-point line is 19 feet. So this garbage of people that have said over the years, I've heard, you know, people around the basketball community, well, you know, yeah, but who do those teams play? Or who do those players play? It's like, it's 5-on-5. So it doesn't matter the size of the school. You can either play or you can't. And what you're seeing for Panama is an efficient machine with a small-town feel and a coach that's been there and was a great athlete there. And this is what basketball is all about. And Coach Rhodes is building the same exact thing.
Mescal's three-pointer for Panama off the mark. A 34-29 lead for Panama that they carried from halftime. Rebound inside, Alex Barmore. Barmore on the season averages 8.9 boards a game, leads the team in that category. He also averages 8.3 points a game and a block and a half a game, as J.J. Shanklin, the Cheektowaga's leading scorer, gets his first points of the second half. He's got 13 in the game.
And Panama played that defensive transition perfectly. They kept backing off. Okay, we're going to protect the basket, make you make a difficult shot. And Shanklin says, okay, well, I'll just
make
take
a difficult shot.
Yeah, but you could tell he's worked excessively hard on that shot. It looks easy, but that's because he's put the work in.
Look at that pass from Shanklin in transition to Michael Coleman. Gives it up to the big man for running the floor. He rewards him with 2. 4 in the game. We've got a 1-point game on the scoreboard as the Chargers score the first 2 buckets.
Yeah, Coach Ed Nelson does not like the energy and effort of his team. He feels that shift in momentum.
30-second timeout, just like the first half. A 4-point lead for Cheektowaga. They call a 30-second timeout, talk about it. Right around the same point, into the first half. Early in the second half, starts the same way.
Yeah. There are no ordinary moments in life, and there's no ordinary moments in the 32-minute game.
You can always tell a referee that was a former standout basketball player when you see them with a ball in their hand during a timeout.
Oh, I thought you were referring to Steve Allen.
Steve Allen, I'm sure, was a banger back in his day. I was actually referring to Jamal Carter and the twirl of the ball.
I know you were. Jamal, great player for City Honors.
City Honors, absolutely.
2003, was it? Or a little later?
No, a little later than that. I believe he graduated more around 2011.
Okay. So I'm thinking, who was that great player in 2003? I believe they won a states.
They sure did. You're thinking of McCole Parker.
There it is. Steve Allen, I'm going to say he was that 10 to 12-foot baseline shooter back in the stationary.
Inbound, Hinsdale to Brink. Gives it up to Cantonese, who cannot finish. Here comes J.J. Shanklin.
Great activity from the Chargers on defense.
Dribbles out, dribbles back in, kick to the corner. Dwayne Sykes, three-point attempt. A little long. Shanklin with a rebound inside. When I was doing research for this game, I saw that Shanklin came in averaging 6.2 rebounds a game, and I thought, seems like a lot for the point guard, the freshman point guard, to have 6.2 rebounds a game. No, makes sense. He just runs down every little thing. His instinct for the ball is on the money. Horton's shot misses. Rebound there.
Yep, quick
Cameron
shot.
Brown. Ahead to Michael Coleman. 2 more for Coleman. Coleman has 6 in the game for this half. And Cheektowaga back on top on the scoreboard with a 6-0 run to start the second half.
Yeah, Horton took a quick shot there. Wasn't a bad one. He was only about 7-8 feet away, but quick shot means everybody's not prepared for – everyone's not ready. Like, you don't know he's going to take that quick shot, so what happens? Cheektowaga gets an easy 2 points the other way.
Brink stepped on the out-of-bounds line on the baseline. Another turnover, ball back to Cheektowaga. Now looking to add to the lead. 6-0 run to start the second half.
A little 1-2-2. Changed the game a little bit. Excellent job by Coach Nelson.
Brown passes on the corner shot, dribbles in. Ball skips out of bounds off of Jordan Mescal. Will stay with Cheektowaga.
So nice job from Coach Nelson there, changing things up, trying to steal that momentum back. But hats off to the Chargers for being ready. And Coach Rhodes has them prepared.
Now a steal from Carter Brink. To the corner, Bryce Hinsdale. Another rebound, Shanklin. Quickly ahead, in transition, and there's the finish for Dwayne Sykes. Sykes has 9. Cheektowaga, 3-point lead. Corner triple, Mescal on the mark. We are all tied up, 37-all.
Yeah, nice feed there from Horton. Looks like they're giving him the ball to handle the pressure. He's playing the small power forward or center position.
Beatty's 3-point attempt misses into the hands of Carter Brink. On the attack, Brink misses. Barmore steals that rebound, and there's 2 for Alex Barmore. 6 now for Barmore, and Panama with a 2-point lead.
Barmore, that center that they're not going to run much for, but he's going to get all his points by just good old-fashioned hard work.
Brown, nice drive and dish. Looked like Sadiq wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, I'm seeing hands on the hips for Carter Brink, and he was a little late on that rotation. I'll see if Coach gets him a break. We're at that cold and flu season.
Brown's 3-pointer misses again. Another rebound, Shanklin. Brings it out, then he attacks, hung in the air. It's like he suspended himself for a second in the air. Gets the call.
Yeah, Horton was like, what do you want me to do? Get out of the way. But going back to if anyone ever played basketball in Western New York, through that 4-month juggernaut of a season, I think every single player ends up getting sick at some point. And seeing Carter's got his hands on his hips and breathing heavy, so be interesting just to see if Coach Ed Nilsson gets him a break, maybe with a couple minutes left in the third. so he's fresh for the 4th.
1 of 2 on that trip to the stripe for Shanklin. 1 point lead for Panama past the midway point of the 3rd quarter. Center Court Game of the Week on Western New York YouTube, brought to you by Empire Electric. Boy, I get that wrong all the time. Western New York Athletics, Empire Electric, not the other way around ever. Devin Beatty missing in transition, rebound Hinsdale.
We see
Michael
it every
Horton.
Week. Every week, Center Court, a missed inside finish on one end, 9 out of 10 times, a basket on the other.
Three-pointer misses from Dennis.
The Chargers are definitely winning the battle on the boards thus far throughout this game.
Sykes can't get his shot to fall. Rebound, Andrew Speisman.
Now, this is really good coaching, too. Why waste all your energy for your great scorers bringing the ball up when you've got Horton, Horton that could bring it up and handle some pressure and get the offense going.
Horton's like, what do you want me to do on that end? What do I got to do to get a call down here? Yeah. I just don't understand.
Yeah, and that's the second time we've had a shot without a pass.
Meanwhile, Abdi Sahik, with his second point of the game, he's got 4 now.
There you go.
Pull-up J from Brink is good. 18 in the game. That's a game high.
Yeah, nice job by Horton there. And there's a perfect example. He didn't take it to the hole. He just said, you know what, I'm going to do a high dribble handoff to the top scorer.
We got a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick break. Back in just a moment. Center Court Game of the Week brought to you by Empire Electric.
Just results.
Your life can change in an instant after an injury. You need a trusted partner at your side. Hi, I'm Dan Chacha. At Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys, we're here to help you navigate the challenges you'll face. Our dedicated team fights tirelessly for your rights, ensuring you get the compensation you deserve. Don't worry, Chacha's got you. Call Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys today for a free consultation. Your injury is our priority.
Call 648-3030. Just results.
Explore your next idea. Blaze new trails. Imagine new ways to do things. What will you do next?
Center Court Game of the Week. Panama with a 3-point lead, 43-40 over host Cheektowaga. We are back live in action as J.J. Shanklin with the ball in his hands for Central. And Brink tries to steal it away from Brandon Dennis. Dennis able to maintain possession. They got a little bit of a number that time. Sykes on his back with the rebound. Ultimately, the ball turned back over to Panama. Meskel ahead to Horton, who finds Bryce Hinsdale. What a series that was. Hinsdale going to the stripe.
Yeah, Cameron Brink. I mean, 1,300-point scorer, and you know you're going to have a great team when your top scorer is your hardest worker. That means everybody's going to work just as hard because he is. You've seen him in that stanza. He almost had the turnover, almost had it a second time, and then dove on the floor to try and get it back. But hats off to the Cheektowaga player. That's number 2, Brandon Dennis. He was hustling as well.
Second free throw goes for Hinsdale. 10 in the game for Bryce.
I'll tell you, every time the Chargers almost take the lead, the Panthers answer. That's the activity they need. I'm just going to keep pounding home. That's keeping them in the game, and that's what'll win it for them.
Sykes to Brandon Dennis. He gets the floater to fall.
Timeout, Cheektowaga. That's a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay. So, Center Court, let's go through the bracket real quick. Let's start with the Chargers, the A2 bracket.
Let's take a look at the A2 bracket. I'm going to pull it up now so that we can know what we're looking at. I can tell you what I think it is, but it's easier to just look at the bracket and get the official seeding point. So here we go. Current 8, right, they're in A1. So Cheektowaga currently is sitting at the 4 seed. with Grand Island 1, Amherst 2, South 3, Cheektowaga 4. So right now, if everything held, Cheektowaga would be eyeing a quarterfinal matchup with Pioneer, who they split with in the regular season. Division rivals, that would be a fascinating one. What could change this whole thing was tomorrow night's NFL championship game between Kenmore West and Grand Island. If Grand Island wins, they will be the #1 seed in A2. If they lose that game, they will drop down, and Amherst would then become the #1 seed.
Timeout Panama on that loose ball stanza. But going back to the bracket, I notice Buffalo Arts has dropped out, so there's only going to be 11 teams. But how about Grand Island knocking off Orchard Park last night?
Yeah, that was a quality win for them. I had a chance to watch that game, and I could tell you that Grand Island jumped on them early and never trailed in the game. And they looked like the better team all the way through. And they're a team that has played exceptional basketball this year. 1 loss all season for Grand Island at the hands of Kenmore West, who they've got the rematch coming with tomorrow night. And that's a huge one for them, because if they win that game, they take the #1 seed. They avoid Amherst and Williamsville South, who I think you want to avoid in a semifinal matchup to give you your best odds of reaching that final. If Grand Island loses that game tomorrow, as I understand it, they will drop from 1 to 4, and Amherst and Williamsville South and Cheektowaga would all slide up ahead of them, so it would ultimately set up an Amherst against Grand Island.
A rematch from last year. We got double T. There's that pressure that I thought we would see. I would have stayed with it there.
Or it would be Williamsville South Grand Island and Amherst Cheektowaga, depending on how that tie breaks between Amherst and South. Either way, we got a game in front of us. Rebound by Barmore, but his shot attempt is blocked.
Yeah, I know the tiebreaker changed. It's no longer a coin flip. We do have Section 6 chair retired coach Larry Jones sitting behind us, but I'm not going to ask him.
Nor am I.
I don't want to interrupt him. He's totally engaged, enjoying the game. You know, a man of his celebrity status, you just pick and choose when you say hello to Larry Jones.
That's very well said by Coach Mountain.
All right, back to the game. 43 seconds. We got a 2-point game here. Panama clinging to a lead.
Shanklin. Look at that. The vision for Shanklin to drop that pass into Cruz Lucas. He wasn't ready for it, but Shanklin put it right where you would dream a pass in that scenario would fall to.
Well, it's easier than it looks, but here's my point. In the last 30 seconds, we've had 2 loose ball scrums on the floor, and that tells us we're going to have a great fourth quarter.
Cantonese with a hesitation, gets the foul call, gets the bucket, and a chance to make it 3.
You know you're going to get poise out of your quarterback. State champion, we got a
replay right here. You can see a little hesitation. There's the foul. There's the bucket.
Yep, the old.
And here comes the free one.
Show the ball, watch him fly by.
That was my trademark move.
What, down here when the player dropped the pass?
Yes.
Oh. All right, we got
when
10
in doubt,
seconds.
When in doubt, turn it over and hold your arms up like, what?
Uh-oh.
Barmore puts it down, drives in, kicks out. Cantonese. Cantonese now has 6 points in the game. The 3-point play followed by the 3-pointer. Panama takes its largest lead into the final frame just like that. Thank you, Tate Cantonese, 50-42. We're going to take a quick break and be right here to see how this one goes down over the last 8 minutes. Center Court Game of the Week brought to you by Empire Electric on Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care. Since 2005, our hometown urgent care walk-in clinics have been committed to providing the highest quality urgent care for the Western New York community, with 4 convenient locations in Amherst, Buffalo, Depew, and Orchard Park. We are open every day, including holidays. Walk-ins welcome or reserve a time. We have on-site labs and x-rays, and you'll always see an in-person provider. Visit WNYImmediatecare.com.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
All right, we're back here at the Center Court Game of the Week. We are getting that breakdown from Section 6 Chairman Larry Jones. Center Court is discussing it right now. Excellent work right there. It's really nice job from Panama closing that third quarter.
I got the answer from Larry Jones during that break. Here it is.
Here we go.
Tomorrow night, a Grand Island win, and they are the 1 seed taking on Cheektowaga in, well, they would be on the same side of the bracket as Cheektowaga. A long ways to go, right? There's still a quarterfinal game.
Or Pioneer.
Should they lose, that would mean Amherst would be on the same side of the bracket then as Cheektowaga, putting Grand Island on the same side of the bracket as Williamsville South.
Okay. And then there was a long breakdown of the tiebreakers. League, head-to-head, and then it got into
how you did against your own specific class. Has nothing to do with overall wins and losses, as retired Coach Jones, now strictly basketball chair, put it to me.
Yeah, I remember 2 years ago, somebody did all the breakdown. If Section 6 did the breakdown from 7 or 8 of the different sections, now they do it. They actually do take your non-league record, and we would have been the number 2 seed out of all the A schools instead of the 5 seed in A1.
If I would have been 6'2", 235, pretty sure the NFL career was in my sight line. But
well, it is good that our section has gone to a different tiebreaker. I like that. So at least they're taking your record into account in some way, if there is a tie, because that is a big tiebreaker for a couple schools there. If you look,
foul was whistled there on Shanklin. Kept the ball in possession of Panama. Barmore drives in, and he's going to get whistled for a foul going for that rebound attempt.
Yeah, and that's what Cheektowaga wants to do. They want to create chaos, get their hands on the ball, force Panama to take shots like that. Not that Barmore didn't make the correct read, but it was 4 guys watching him make a very difficult inside finish from behind the backboard. 6-point game here, 7 minutes to go. Nice.
Strong drive and finish. That's Cameron Brown.
Huge shot. Back to a 4-point lead for the Panthers.
Brown's got 5 in the game for this quarter.
Great defense. This is going to be a turnover. Over and back.
And that turnover forced there by Dwayne Sykes.
Yeah, an excellent job from Cheektowaga recognizing if they just make this a half-court game, Panama's just too good. They've got too many great scorers out there. They're going to have to create turnovers if they're going to win. I think, again, I want to hit on that point. Both coaches have done an excellent job rotating. That's the only way you're going to play as hard as you can, is if you rotate.
Pull up Jay Shanklin, in and out.
Another second chance
Rebound,
opportunity.
Beatty kicks it out. Cameron Brown, 3-pointer, misses. Canton East, rebound. And into the hands of Bryce Hinsdale.
5 seconds to get it over. They should have stayed with that pressure.
Brink gets it to the high post of Barmore, to the corner. Cantonese, handoff to Brink, and here's Meskel with a 3-pointer. Man, that was smooth. Everything but the shot going down.
What's great about Panama is you can tell, obviously, they're well coached, but those 2 rebounders recognize that that's where that rebound was going to end up. They didn't run to the basket. They ran about halfway off the other side where the shot was taken, and they were rewarded with their own second chance opportunity.
Well coached, lots of IQ, lots of athleticism, and lots of chemistry is what I'm seeing out of Panama. And Brink, lots of just raw talent from Carter Brink.
That is beautiful. Two dribble pull up from the elbow.
Nothing but net. 20 points in the game.
That's hard to do.
Steal, Hinsdale. pulls it out. Brink in the corner, guarded by Sadiq. They get it to the other corner to Meskel. Cantnice, short jumper. It's off rebound Barmore, and he draws the foul.
Yeah, down the stretch, you better get a body on Alex Barmore as you see substitutes coming in. Devin Beatty's coming in for the Chargers, and Coach Rhodes saw the same thing I did. You better get someone to come in and keep Barmore off the glass, because if continue to give second chance opportunities to Panama, they're gonna beat us.
Hinsdale gets it to go. You know, I want to say this about Alex Barmore. Watched him play as a freshman. You could tell he was going to be good. Every time that I've seen him since freshman year, he has been better and better and better as Devin Beatty hits that shot. And that's right down to when we saw them earlier this season in December. He's a better player now than he was then. Improves all the time. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back in about 60 seconds. Center Court Game of the Week brought to you by Empire Electric.
Just results.
Your life can change in an instant after an injury. You need a trusted partner at your side. Hi, I'm Dan Chacha. At Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys, we're here to help you navigate the challenges you'll face. Our dedicated team fights tirelessly for your rights, ensuring you get the compensation you deserve. Don't worry, Chacha's got you. Call Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys today for a free consultation. Your injury is our priority.
Call 648-3030. Just results.
Explore your next idea. Blaze new trails. Imagine new ways to do things. What will you do next?
Back inside Cheektowaga Central, Center Court Game of the Week, visiting Panama with a 6-point lead over Cheektowaga. I'm joined by 2017 Coach of the Year, Ryan Mountain.
Center Court, what is the breakdown on Panama's bracket? I know that there's only, five teams in that
There's
bracket?
6 teams, but one opted out of postseason play. So you've got 5 teams competing in the bracket. And what that'll do for Panama is give them a bye right to the semifinals. They won't even have a quarterfinal to play. So basically they're going to await a winner of a Sherman-Clymer game, and that's who they're going to get in the semifinals. As Bryce Hinsdale with a steal. Can't convert.
Oh, that's a foul.
And a foul in the backcourt. So for Panama, after tonight, they are off until it would be Tuesday, March 4th, I believe. Wow. Tuesday, March 4th, waiting for a semifinal game against a Sherman-Clymer winner.
Yeah, so I reiterate about, what I would always set up an awesome non-league game to end the season, and Coach Ed Nelson's done the same. If I were him, I would treat this right now as a sectional game. What more do you want? You're on the road against a bigger school with 4 minutes left. You're up 6. This has got to be closed out.
For Cheektowaga, they're back in action tomorrow night. They finish the regular season tomorrow with a nice non-league game against Williamsville South. Should be a good one.
Yeah, and Coach Rhodes can do the same. Like a little tournament.
Coach Trisbisky from Williamsville South is probably watching the broadcast at some point, so shout out to him who gets these Chargers tomorrow. I'm going to imagine he's going to tune into this broadcast at some point to get one last look at Cheektowaga before he sees him tomorrow.
That's a very good possibility. Okay, this is a huge possession, 4 minutes to go. I think both teams have played with great discipline.
Cameron Brown's three-pointer missing.
All right, Cameron Brown, I'm going to look up.
Sykes, three-pointer misses. Rebound Barmore. Under 4 minutes left in this one. 6-point lead Panama. Hinsdale to the corner. Meskel in and out. Rebound Shanklin. Full head of steam down the floor. Makes it look, like I said already many times, makes it look so easy. Brink back the other way. Gets the whistle. He's going to go to the line. I said at the top that I was looking forward to watching the matchup unfold between Brink and Shanklin tonight. Brink goes to the stripe right now with a game-high 20. Shanklin sitting on a team-high 15.
Well, Coach Rhodes was getting on Shanklin. He made the great play. But Coach Rhodes says you have to sprint back. As soon as your feet hit that court, you got to transition your mind back to the defense, because that's how much respect he has for Panama's ability to push the basketball. But to your point, I mean, both players have played an excellent game, and another beautiful shot there from the free throw line. And that leads back up to 6 because of Panama's ability to continue to attack. Now, I will say this about the Chargers. They've had a lot of threes go in and out. I'm going to go ahead and assume, as I see the statistics here, they're a better three-point shooting team than they've displayed today. 5-25.
Rebound and backcourt foul.
Yeah, they've hit around 100 three-point shots for the season. All right, we got someone on the ball. This means there's going to be a trap. And that's how you want to attack it. Keep that ball in the middle. Now you can't trap.
Brink all the way to the rack, can't finish.
Ooh, that's a tough call there. I thought 13 knocked the ball out of Zero's hands there. But huge possession here, 3 minutes to go.
Horton baseline inbound up top to Barmore. Now in the hands of Hinsdale. Drives in, sends it off.
Nice
That's
catch.
Andrew Spiesman for 2.
Spiesman, nice catch with a low pass.
Rebound Spiesman. However, the foul called on Panama. That's going to put Shanklin to the line with the Chargers down 8.
Yeah, the Chargers come back and attack with their own fast break, understanding that in an 8-point game, there's no panic from the Chargers, but they also want to have an attacking mindset.
Shanklin's first free throw missing. So now a chance to cut it to 7, under 3 minutes left. And he misses them both. Rebound, Horton.
Yeah, they both looked good, didn't they?
Panama can take its largest lead of the game. They did both look good.
Nice job, Shanklin. He's a redeemer. Missed the 2 free throws, but he was right there forcing the turnover.
As quick as I said, looking to take their largest lead. Shanklin forces the turnover, gets it right back to Cheektowaga. He likes to atone for his, he said, I missed 2 free throws, I'll get it back for us.
Yes. And you're going to see more of that from Cheektowaga in the last 2.5 minutes.
2-step kick to the corner. Brown way off the mark there.
All right, they can set their press here. Hold up, wait a minute. They got the ball back. Okay, so they're going to get an extra possession. Again, Cheektowaga with great activity, but their 3-point shots, I don't know if they've hit one. Nice play.
Michael Coleman misses the attempt, gets his own rebound, gives it off to Dwayne Sykes. His shot misses. High for the rebound is Brink.
Nice job by Barmore helping out his teammate there.
What a pass from Brink inside to Spiesman. They worked hard just to get the ball into the post right there.
Well, Spiesman, phenomenal job. He saw his teammate dribbling at him. He just didn't stand there. He worked his way to the opposite side of the basket to create the passing lane. That's a drive in space maneuver, and Spiesman's very good at it.
Well, I can tell you I've been to states every year since 2009, so I've watched a lot of state-level Class D basketball. This Panama squad looks like a state Final Four team to me, and one that could really make some noise. I really like this Panama team. I've seen a lot of good Panama teams over the years. This is the best Panama team I've ever seen, and I have seen some good ones.
I thought the one, what was it, when Barmore was a senior, that was a heck of a team, but I would agree this is a little bit more complete of a team than that was.
Such balance. They've got Horton, Barmore, Spiesman. I mean, some size on this team.
Well, my Section 5.
2,000-point scorers.
I know Coach very well from Section 5, and he says Fillmore is the real deal. Everyone on the team can score. The point guard in the center. Their father is the basketball coach at Houghton Academy, which is the next town over.
Well, sometimes the great equalizer to getting to the state Final Four is that state quarterfinal opponent that keeps you from getting there. Sometimes it's really two state Final Four teams happen to have to play each other in a quarterfinal. We see it a lot locally, you know, where seedings force an epic quarterfinal game with two teams that really deserve to be playing under the bright lights of Buff State.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. And also sometimes that state championship happens in the state Final Four, and you see a really tight game, and then the next game's a blowout. So
I think that happened to you, what was it, 23? I think the last game that you coached at NT, it was a quarterfinal game. It was a loss at Williamsville East, and it was two teams that really both belonged to Buff State.
Absolutely. That was a tough seeding situation there, but hats off to the Flames.
We got a full timeout. We'll take a quick break and come back to see how this wraps up. 61-52 lead for Panama. You're watching the Center Court Game of the Week.
Just results.
Your life can change in an instant after an injury. You need a trusted partner at your side. Hi, I'm Dan Chacha. At Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys, we're here to help you navigate the challenges you'll face. Our dedicated team fights tirelessly for your rights, ensuring you get the compensation you deserve. Don't worry, Chacha's got you. Call Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys today for a free consultation. Your injury is our priority.
Call 648-3030. Just results.
Explore your next idea. Blaze new trails. Imagine new ways to do things. What will you do next?
We're back inside Central. Center Court Game of the Week brought to you by Empire Electric. You're watching on Western New York Athletics. Center Court joined by 2017 Coach of the Year, Ryan Mountain.
Well, both teams are going to have to execute in special late game situations. The inbounder always the most dangerous man taking the ball out. Great discipline here from Panama. Just keep it out. All right, good. Yeah, you don't want to hold in that corner very long. 48 seconds left.
I hope there's kids watching at home, watching this Panama team and seeing how much constant movement goes on within their offense. Someone is always moving to another space. Someone is always open to receive a pass. Someone's always running to a ball when a dribble is picked up, the double team comes. They're so in sync with each other, and that's why they're holding a 10-point lead now with 48 seconds left on the clock against a very good Cheektowaga team.
Yeah, on the road. But there's intention with Panama. There's motive every time they catch it. They're catching the ball and they're seeing. Okay, they're not catching it and putting it right to the floor and worried about, looking good with the ball in their hands. They're looking to set each other up. Nice job from Cheektowaga attacking. They're still in this game. 39 seconds left. If they can hit this free throw, then it'll make it a 7-point game. And their press is very effective. But they're going to have to be really good at it because Panama, their press breaks have been strong all night long.
In and out. So regardless of how this one turns out, and it's looking very, very strongly like it's going to finish in Panama's favor, another strong showing from a highly thought of Southern Tier team coming up here today with Panama showing Randolph on Tuesday. Earlier this year, Salamanca visited Depew, who is undefeated league champ over in ECIC 4, and they buried them. They beat them by more than Depew scored.
Yeah, we went down early in the season for that Westfield-Panama game, and, Westfield outplayed Panama that night. And who ended up winning the rematch, Center Court, between Panama and Westfield?
That rematch was won by Panama, and that's why they are co-champs of the league. Westfield, who beat Randolph, Panama clipped Westfield. All three of those teams are so tightly bunched together, just like they've been all year in the rankings, along with Salamanca in Class B. Those look like the teams that should be at least considered your top 4 small schools in Western New York.
And don't forget about Olean.
Olean being a large school in Class A too, but Olean plays in that league, and that's another dynamo that, Salamanca had to play twice this year. Limestone, Fredonia.
Yes, and Olean, who was 10-10 last year, went in and won the sectionals.
They were 9-11, I believe.
And now, this year, if you look at that bracket, they're definitely the dark horse to win that bracket again. So nice job here, Panama fans that have traveled. I'd say there's anywhere between 50 and 60 of them sitting behind us, standing up and clapping on the Panama Panthers, Class D, who come up and knocked off a AA1 school.
So Panama with a 64-54 double-digit victory at Class A1 Cheektowaga to wrap up the regular season. They improve on the year to 18-2 and now await a semifinal matchup at JCC on Tuesday, March 4th. Carter Brink came into this game averaging 25.2 a contest. Yeah, but who is he playing? Well, tonight he played Cheektowaga, and he scored 25 points a game high in a 10-point victory for the team.
And that was having someone face guard him for quarters 2, 3, and 4.
Absolutely. I want to say thank you to everyone who took the time to join us. Hopefully everybody got a taste of some high school basketball in the regular season finale, Center Court Game of the Week. I want to thank Heidi Gunther for producing such a fine product for us today. Russ Battaglia, as always, his amazing camera work and dedication to everything that he does. Sean Turry for being here shooting photos. My color guy, Ryan Mountain. This is Center Court, thanking Empire Electric for the sponsorship. Good night.